suara gue masuk. Alright, balik lagi bersama gue Dema. Selamat Hari Raya Idul Fitri buat yang merayakan. Hari ini gue mau tamatin Black Myth Wukong. Sekarang udah di gue Raja Terakhir. Gue akan melawan Great Sage Domechel. Di sini gue belum naikin level lagi, masih yang level terakhir gue kemarin itu di level 221. Sekarang 221. Yang gue pakai sekarang masih pakai kayak gini-gini doang nih. Dan terakhir gue lawan Erlang. Jadi sebelumnya gue sempat pakai Erlang. Sekarang saya pakai perbaikan Erlang dia dekat. Ini sambung ke Great Sage aja. Oke. Kalau dari spoiler gue mau stun monkey dulu.
You're here.
We're here.
Step aboard.
Hey, old monkey. I hope this isn't a one-way trip, is it?
Isn't all life a one-way trip? Once you embark on the journey, there's no turning back.
What is this place?
His memories. Since his early days, he'd had an eye for the finer things and a will to wrest them from others. Laying his eyes on, then craving to seize their riches. No better than the black bear and ginger, I say.
You can't have an eye for the finer things while the Buddha oversees the three realms? Well, I hardly think that's fair.
How insatiable. Not content with his kingdom and title below, he asked for a position in the celestial court. But soon after his wish was granted, his joy turned to rage, all because he wasn't invited to a feast. He nearly ruined the entire celestial palace. Ears fume at unfavorable news. As untamed and ungrateful as that yellow rat. Beasts are beasts, don't you think?
He was young. He didn't know any better. Hadn't learned from the Buddha or our master yet. Aren't you being a bit harsh? Dredging up the scandals from his youth?
Like his adulthood was any better. Since his release, he had claimed to have learned manners and discipline. Yet his weak Frankenchurch gave him away. Posing as an idol, he degraded the gods. Clear was his defiance of the doctrines he had learned.
Well, he was just being naughty. Aren't all great achievers somewhat self-obsessed? Myself included.
Nose in the air, feeling above others. I say he was no less insolent than that yellow-browed brat.
Wait, isn't it that lady of some sort? It was her tricks that made Master drive Wukong away.
On White Tiger Ridge, he forsook his love.
Sebelum dia reinkarnasi gitu.
3 times he broke her into pieces, convincing himself his heart would ache no more. Yet, as you must know, he had never let go of her. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been so eager to get away from the Buddhahood he attained. Those who talk much of love will one day bite their tongues. On this matter, he was akin to you and your many darlings. No matter where you are, you'd always fall captive to the web of mortal desire.
Why bring me into this? True, I don't have the wits to break the web, but he had torn his way out since that day.
Take a look, Bajia. Can you see? Many of your good friends are here.
We're just fair-weather friends, that's all.
But they are still friends, aren't they?
So you say, so it must be. These old buddies. I think none of them ended up well.
Indeed. For ages, countless gifted souls have walked this earth. Yet of them, how few have forged everlasting greatness? Do you know why?
Injustice?
Never has it been just.
Misfortune?
Fortune is simply humility in the mighty.
Well, mayhaps they simply lacked my charm.
Gifted they may be, yet strive they not. Content with little and lost in lust. Seek the ease, yet crave the renown. They yearn for freedom, yet aspire to Buddhahood. They always want both, yet nobody can and nobody should. Such was the folly of the Bull King and Wukong. Destiny's favor calls for the resolution to sever all desires. You should mark well these words.
Hold on. This can't be Wukong's memory. You're fooling us, aren't you?
5 of the 6 relics call for one. Bajie, tell me which.
Eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, and mind. Mind, it's mind.
What did you just see?
The 3 of us?
That was the last one.
Oh, I see now. It was you. I knew it from the beginning. You were the mind of Wukong all along. That's why you led us here.
Not me. It's him.
Don't make me laugh. Him? He is Wukong.
Yes and no.
Cut to the chase, will you? We didn't come this far for your riddles.
After Wukong died, 5 of his 6 senses endured and were taken by the Yaoguai kings. Only his mind was lost. Mind is the first of the 6. It's the essence unique to every life. Therefore, it's destined to fade away at life's end.
Hold on. You mean Wukong's gone for good? Never to return? You old bastard! You've been lying to us all this time!
That Wukong you knew will never return. But what made him remains. The universe will always bear him a successor. One who shall carry on his name and nature. This chosen successor is the destined one. Nameless you were, Yet perils and mighty foes you've braved to recover his relics. Your will now stands resolute, worthy of his power.
You mean this boy is to take Wukong's name? He's not!
Sun Wukong is long gone! But deep down, you know he wasn't all that perfect. Now that he is dead, this one perhaps shall bear the name in his stead.
Oh, terus temanku.
Here, we can venture forth with you no further. This task is yours alone.
Terus bersama lagi.
Sun Wukong left behind a broken shell, stripped of all his six senses. Though ages have passed, it maintains a connection attuned to the echoes of his former self. If you truly are the one destined, you must cast aside his soulless shell and merge the six into one. Then you shall be the one to begin the journey anew.
No! Not on his own! He's just a kid who knows nothing. I'll go with him!
This place is shaped by Wukong's lingering obsession. It allows only his relic bearer to face the final ordeal. We can escort him no more. See it for yourself.
Hear me, son! You can always run! You don't have to bear Wukong's name!
nih. Stun monkey gimana caranya? Berarti sama kita satu ganti. Nggak berguna nih. Oke, yang nggak berguna. Coba pakai sini aja. Mandarin white. PS kagak enak banget. Lo signal mulu. Paling bener dah pakai stick side box. SW. Mana kamu mati lagi? Sorry bentar, gue ganti stick dulu guys. sejauh itu. Aduh. Ini damage reduction, ini cooldown all spell, ini focus duration, ini maximum health. Oke guys. Let's go.
I'm going to show you how to beat the great step sets of light attack combos with those available again already. Slam, level 95, my stat, and then cast now. And then go into cloud step, jump to the side, and then cast the fan spell. And you want to quickly hit him while you're in cloud step. And then what you want to do now is complete full 2 sets of light attack combos where you finish with that big slam there. So after you've done the second one right now, the big slam, then you want to immediately cast your Apramana back. That'll freeze him, and just hold down the spin staff to build up your focus down there, and then back away. Hold down the spin staff to build up your focus down there, and then back away. And with those 3 focus points, do a heavy slam on him. Does a lot of damage. Now straight after that, you want to go into cloud step, and you want to drink your gourd. The cheese building up down there, and now the fan's available again already. So cast the fan again for the second time. I'm going to do the exact same thing. Just complete 2 whole sets of light attack combos with those finisher slams. So that's 1, and then we're going to do it again. Another big finishing slam with light attack combos. 2, immediately cast your Apramana bat to freeze them again. I'm going to do the same thing. Staff spin to build up the focus points down the bottom there. If you have 3 focus points and a full bar, you'll do a big lunge towards him without.
Gue baru ingat. Benar-benar. Anjir, itu dia. Ya, tidak ada gua. Stop. Itu dia. Bagus ya. Betul-betul gue saudara. Tapi gue gak mau. Anjir. Ngakak. Los bos bang. Iya bang.
You must have heard tales about him. Some say he helped Tung Monk fetch the scriptures, was granted Buddhahood, and stayed on Mount Lingshan thereafter. Some say it was not him who was granted Buddhahood. The real him was already dead on the journey to the west. Some say that the journey never happened. He is nothing but a monkey who lives in some storyteller's tall tale. But now, you will hear a tale which no one has ever known.
Ya lo bro, saya juga aja. Kenapa dia membahas tiba-tiba God thanks. True ending.
What does it matter if you become a Buddha? That headband has always been on your head.
Keep those eyes wide open. Watch me rip it off and break free.
Sun Wukong, when you defied the Celestial Court, I had to seal you beneath the mountains with my immense power. Yet, after enduring punishment, you embraced the dark, uplifted good against evil, and subdued Yaoguais throughout the journey. For your contribution, I now bestow upon you the title of Victorious Fighting Buddha.
He defied the Celestial Court, and the Jade Emperor imposed 3 ordeals. Only when the chicken finishes pecking the rice, the dog laps up the flowers, and the lamp burns through the key, the rain will fall.
the Celestial Palace!
Akhirnya
翻过了山，
oke
路走不完，
singkat ya.
趟过了河，风吹不干，穿过的关，一去不再还。拥抱过的人，明明忘了，剪也剪不断。去了真情，真假如幻，分了身份，生死难安。成了大道，大地凋零依然，得了千秋功名，千千万生灵涂炭。故事被谱成曲，全是分合聚散，曲唱成歌，最怕平凡。群生万物本来皆成山，凝铸齐天梦一般。英雄被写成诗，只剩爱与勇敢，是凝成花，杀了悲欢。你我原是无惧无数身，天不收来地不还。柔化尘
lanjut
土，
gue bakal main game apa ya?
埋葬背叛，
Redemption.
孤烧成灰，
Gue tamatin dulu lah.
涂抹
Tapi Steam gue masih baik.
苦难，
Belum pernah gue main.
血对成水，淹没所有呐喊，惊魂炼成了丹，从此尝不出心酸。故事被谱成曲，全是分合聚散，曲唱成歌，不许平凡。群生万物本来皆成山，凝铸齐天梦一般。英雄被写成诗，只剩爱与勇敢，是凝成花，不容悲欢。 他们被说成书，区区八十一难，书刻成碑，光明灿烂。试问有谁在打破顽
cycle
固
lagi gue baru bisa
不
kayak
多轮回？
gue sebenernya belum ikut giant sih, emang kepo aja. Lihat YouTube buat dots doang atau beberapa intro yang emang membuat game ini jadi lebih cepat bermainnya. Oke, berarti lu udah mainin ya Bang Hendro? Keren loh. Udah berapa cycle Bang? Oke, kita lihat pertama nih. Destiny button. Enter a new cycle. The Destiny one you can enter now. Cycle and number once again. You need to the rest. The new cycle will inherit the level, talent, armor, weapon, spell, vessel, transformation, spirit skill, obtain the previous cycle. However, beware that story progress and related key items will be removed. Prepare yourself for the adversary's special encounter on this expedition. Will cost you the future. Okay. Challenge. One of the record in the portrait can be challenged again either by dueling them individually or fighting them in succession with customized spells. Along with the execution as reward, the boss feature may be recommended to inspire your spirit and equipment to respond. Okay? Good, nice. And finish. Yeah. Set baik banget lagu ya. Yang tadi enter a new cycle. Ini cycle lah. Six and secure, Master of Magic. Oh, Steam gue udah update tuh. Good job deh mah. Finally, jarang-jarang main. Tamat juga. Kita beli God of War ya. Monster Hunter Wild Type.
My master. Safe. The scriptures. Sound. All I ever wanted was a life in my mountain, free from you and your so-called merits. Those high above don't trust me. I understand that. And they send you and those knuckleheads to threaten me, to obey and serve once more. I understand that too. But what I don't understand is... you bastards killing my kind!
Stay back! Stupid dog! Mark this. He's not just any monkey. He's a monkey of merit. A monkey was made Buddha once. None other than me can challenge him to a duel. Look, monkey. I don't make a habit of fighting someone I've bested before. Here's my offer. If you lose, I'll take you to the Celestial Court. They will stay and level your mountain. But if I lose, I shall certainly take revenge, and they will level your mountain nonetheless. How tragic would that be, huh? You are one of the court. We don't need to resort to violence. How about you bend the knees, admit the wrongs, and we can put this behind us?
All these years, except for that pig, you're the one who talks the tallest tales. Good, I am entertained. Speaking of entertainment, wouldn't it be fun if I pluck your extra eye out for my snack and allow you to keep the other two? Because I'd hate to let you miss how I'll slaughter each mongrel of the court. Those below, those above, and that black mutt of yours. Come at me, all of you.
They gave you many chances, yet you spurned each one. Such ingratitude. fighting Buddha. Have you any idea how many would give their everything for immortality?
Immortality? For that word, all realms and beings have ruined themselves.
And so ends the last tale of Sun Wukong. A hero who treasured his freedom above all else. Buddhahood he attained, yes, but cumbersome he found the celestial rules, for he yearned to come back and to revel in the simple joys with us. Little did he know, his choice to forgo the life above only fueled their mistrust. This stone has stood for countless days on the mountain. Since my youth, they've said that his remains lie within it. Unbegotten, undying, such is the nature of a stone monkey. Though his body was broken, his spirit endures. Into 6 relics he turned, and separately they escaped, choosing to stay hidden. Those are the 6 senses of the great sage. Yet no one has ever seen them, not in centuries. I'm old now. Venture through all the lands I cannot. Yet among you, there might be one who is destined. One that shall recover all his scattered relics. And upon the return of the relics to Mount Tuaguo, he may yet rise again.
Chapter 1.
On the go, bend the toe, life of human all for gold. Nowhere better than a home. Reach death and ever grow. Huh? Here, you see, what bliss my fate shows.
Luck's around the corner. Seems like he just fell from a fruit tree here.
Perfect timing. This Peach knew I needed a snack. You sneaky rascal! Dare to fool me? I'll make sure you regret it!
No matter how many times you come around, you're still as mischievous as ever.
Nice. Remind. Be sage or Buddha. The dawn has to be grow. It's like a mantra. Struck memory of obsession, a new journey to the west. Moderate, like attack damage. And it is not perform. Only 5 months. Sunday. Apa lagi ya? Kalau itu chapter 5 ya. Chapter 5. Gue salah nih. Potret gue nggak full.
I was straw hunting, and you cut me short!
I'll kidnap you.
Cycle dari mana kita harus ya.
What you waiting for? Pluck your hair and make an offer. Hey, wait! I, the keeper of Black Wind Mountain, have long been waiting for your arrival. His spitting image, I'd say. Up ahead is Guan Yin Temple. Once it was one. Good luck to you!
Celestial. Yep. Apa nih? Oh, ini dia. Sniper Singham. Apa lagi? Nice. Bagus. Kita dapat itu dari chapter banyak banget ya. Tiga kali cycle. Bulking. Oh, lagi bulking. Iya balik. Sayang. Lah. Stamina-nya pakai banyak tapi heavy attack and free pengalaman. Critical. Hilang. Atlas aja nih tanda tanya kenapa? Kurang dulu ya. Oke. Terakhir saya cetar aja. Dan itu saya akhiri streaming hari ini. Thank you yang udah nonton, yang udah sempat mampir, yang udah follow, subscribe, terus see you in the next video. Thank you so much.